J for a reason. The big J. The big J. Boy, in life you a motherfucker. You put a steering wheel on a motherfucker back. My heart won't let me do it. I got enough knowledge to just put my steering wheel in the niggas back and just play. Just play the role, just play. But I don't play. See, I'm too honest to play. I love the truth. I took an oath to be the truest nigga in the streets. You niggas in the industry. I chose to be in the streets. You niggas industry niggas, man. I took an oath. Brian Truth, my nigga. The big J. Wakuko. I guess after Wakuko it became Giapone with the GI. The GI instead of the Giapone. Now so woke me up out my sleep, said, man, Japan, bro. When I first started studying that map, me and ATF was on that bitch. I said, man, what the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that? What is that land right there, bro? And why is it sitting right there next to this on top of this strait? You can relocate and rename lands and shit. They call them misdirection plays. This football season, I told you I've been start watching that shit, cause I know all that shit fake. I used to be off on that shit. I told you I don't even watch TV. I'm watching this world, bro. Illuminati head boss watching the world, bro. Yeah. Called misdirection plays. Play action. Act like you're handing it off and drop back in the pocket on a nigga ass. Hey, out of flea flip. Flicking fleas. That bitch flicking fleas. I can't be no flea on no dog next, my nigga. And I ain't gonna let y'all be no flea on no dog next, my nigga. Not far as I can hit. I'm gonna put the truth out this bitch. Till I start breathing. I ain't gonna put no steering wheel in no niggas back. I can get on this bitch and fake cry. Just to get a point across for some dollars and mislead people and lie and all that. Nah, that ain't what 3GD is, nigga. Blow God and grab it. I'm gonna show you the deceptions of this shit. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. So easy. So easy for a nigga to just play and get monetary gain for playing. That's why all these niggas crumble and fall, so they play. I'd rather be in a cesspool with the truth and watch you motherfuckers play. I told you, nigga, I put myself through the struggle to figure all this shit out of this world. I've been doing it for a long time. Go through the struggle for nothing. I was spoiling the motherfucker as a kid. Took myself to the streets to figure all this shit out. I'm still figuring this shit out for y'all. For the universe, for us, yeah. That's what I do. Hey, I free flip about that. That's why I keep tripping that bitch up on live. Show you how you lie, tell the truth at the same time. A double tongue, a split tongue, just like Trump. Come and told the truth about 9/11, about those business. Just throw a flea flipper and put them Palestinians on this bus. And that land they fighting over, all that shit is Asia, man. You're not Asiatic, niggas. See, you niggas been one for the flip flip. All I do is put that shit in #reverse. Y'all remember my #reverse? Yeah. All that, cause everything gotta be reversed and told, and the truth gotta be told by their lives. Everything that they told us is a lie to divert from what they got going on. How the fuck is Japan running everything? The big J. See, I got the big J. He the jackpot. So you claim that too. The jackpot with power. And knowledge is power. Not indoctrinated in education. That ain't no power. Power when you know some shit. All you niggas wanna believe what these hoes got going on. But Japan got a big ass steering wheel in the back of the world. And it's called a motherfucking axis. They're the axis power. Big steering wheel in your goddamn back. Fuck the Great Wall of China. Throw offs. We're gonna build walls. Fuck the walls. We wanna see them ice walls. They ain't gotta be on ice walls. It just be ice. We wanna see them ice walls. We wanna know why the east, the far east, is misdirected and throw it up as a flick flipper, as a ball of water, and talking about a North Pole. Now anybody listen to this video, just go look up how the axis run from the motherfucking north to the south. But you walk on a platform. You gotta have a foundation. Every corner of the earth walks on a platform, whether it consists of canyons, ditches, crevices, mountains. You still walk flat-footed on your feet on a platform. But you niggas gonna let these virtual platforms take over your fucking mind and think in your mind that you're doing some shit. But that ain't reality. Reality in real life, you get up, stand up, crawl, learn to walk on your feet, on your ankles, on your L's, nigga. You bend at the L's. The L is the bend, nigga. Stand your ass up in righteousness. You stand on your ankles. You bend at your elbows. And that's how you hold the car up to that sun right there. See, I look at that motherfucker. See, I can look at that motherfucker. Y'all scared. See, I can look at that motherfucker. See, I can look at that motherfucker. I'm looking at that bitch right now. I'm gonna let it do what it do. See? And it's gold. The golden sun. You nigga love gold. I'm looking at it, see? It ain't hard to look at it today because it ain't as bright as it's supposed to be. But as long as you stay at it, let me see. And then that's when you're going to start seeing the disc flicker. The melanation. The melanated sun disc, which is the heavenly Father. You niggas scared of it because it's been talked out of and diverted away from it. Yeah, plenty of diversities in these universities. To divert you from the sun. See? And you can see the black disc that's inside of it. You know how you can see it? I told you we got another eclipse. See how it come when I come down off of it, everything beautiful. When you stop looking at it, everything, your holes, your soul, boom, go down through your soul because you know you're part of life. See? You can see it when the eclipse comes. And they took that video. I was in prison. They hear the video from me talking in prison. Can't find it nowhere. When a motherfucker said, and when the moon goes in front of the sun, you can see the moon's black disc. You can see the moon's black disc. This come off their video. Everything I bring from them. I don't make up shit, none of that. You can see the moon's black disc. You can see the moon's black disc. What you mean moon's black disc? You land on the moon, so the moon's a disc now? You know when they're talking shit about that motherfucker video, one of them tabs, they took that whole video. It was on Khan Academy. So I said all this shit. KA Academy, KA Life, I be on that shit. But I go in, I say I don't debunk no Kanika video, but I debunk these motherfuckers. I ain't gonna debunk my niggas. Niggas can respect that though. I clean some shit up, but I ain't trying to debunk it, my nigga. I'm just trying to put the truth out this bitch. Niggas can respect the truth. See? See? But that nigga, that AI, that Elon Musk ass AI shit, where Lot chose the land of AI and gave out allotments to the world, assessing the world and giving out allotments to people who already been on the earth, people who already mastered the crafts of stone cutting, the cutters. We cut up, nigga. Yeah. We does that. See? And they came as spectators with speculative shit and went over on the operators, and they been operating fucked up ever since. They even against that sun right there. Saying they got to clean the energy of the sun. Yeah, for their survival, being out of place. The sun rises in the east. I'm quite sure everybody in the world, now they gonna how to try to change that shit up. Watch. Every time UNC FED come with something, it don't take but a minute. You gonna start seeing little information trying to pick up what the fuck I say. You know what I'm saying? But everybody in the world know the sun rises in the east. And it ain't no blood sun. Big chop. The rising sun, Japan. That blood sun on that motherfucker. The sun ain't bleed, bitch. You trying to make it bleed, bitch. You want the sun to die, bitch. But the sun die, everything die, bitch. Talk to niggas against their God, against their power, against their knowledge. They talk to us against our shit. See? They talk to us against our shit. See? See? Got my motherfucking Dick Gregory on this morning. See? Huh? What kind of fools is we? But Japan's the rising sun, that blood sun. And it travels over the earth. Platforms. Because it's 4 platforms. Huh? North, south, east, and west. West, west. That's the X. West, west, east, east, north, north. And you go to turning your compass to north, northwest. North, northwest, way here. But you got true everything. And it's an X, nigga. And they took an X and made a ball. Now they want to tell you that the sun rises in the motherfucking north and set in the south. Y'all ain't paying attention. But everybody in the world right now at this point can agree now that the sun rises in the east. Japan, huh? Yeah, the rising sun, it rises in the east. But I don't think it come from that far east. I gotta think east, but that's all right. Fuck what I believe. I ain't gonna go on that. Huh? It sits in the west. Waseti. It sits in the west. Travels over the south. It sits in the west. If the ball was goddamn real, Alaska would get just as much as God and we get. Huh? Because it rotates at a perfect timing where everybody will get shared amount of the sun. But it ain't how it travels. And it travels overhead, comes into your view. It look like it's low, but nah, it still got the height on it. That's what you call perception, your eye perception. That's how we kill them with the goddamn perception of. And every time you see that motherfucking horizon, that bitch gonna be a flat ass motherfucking line. Flat water. Yeah, it's gonna be a flat ass motherfucking line. When you see that sun coming into your view, that's when you can see the horizon. And it's gonna be flat as fuck. The fucking Chicago skyline still being in the view when it should be disappeared up on the curve. You see? And it travels over your head. And it rises in the east and sits in the west. Ain't no ice up on the bottom of the fucking ball. So is it a trill Antarctica or was Antarctica? Some fictional shit to throw us off. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go in tonight. Go in tonight, big chap. Cause this nigga just told me. Y'all see the thumbnail? Flat Earth conspiracy. Nah, this ain't flat Earth, this flat water. Don't associate 3GD with flat Earth. It's flat water. The water is the leveler. And we spell water, L-E-V-E-L. We gonna keep everything balanced. All this chaotic, out of bounds thinking and shit. The sun rises in the east, sets in the west. So how the fuck in this global world, the sun rising in the north and setting in the south? With this imaginary equator, imaginary southern and northern hemisphere and shit. When you walk on a platform. So your platform is on the side of a ball of water, liquid, holding land masses. Out on the side with nowhere for you to stand. Because it's on the outer edge. And they say, well, show me the edge of the earth. Man, fuck that, I'm looking at the edge of this ball. And we're on the edge, on the outside of the balls with land masses. And we're standing out to the side on this motherfucker. Because you're looking at a top view and you've been convinced that these motherfuckers, man, y'all better tighten the fuck up. Mother Crazy 3GB for life, nigga. I'm gonna bring it to their ass for life. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So y'all go and explain that to me. And I know y'all niggas gonna goddamn, well, y'all gonna run from this shit. I need no rules. My little 2 people be ready at 11 tonight. Get this true. The axis run from goddamn, from the east to the west. Even on your ball. The imaginary axis, yeah, it's imaginary, everything they gave you, imagine. The imaginary axis that the world imaginarily, that imaginary is spinning on this axis, on this imaginary axis. The ball is imaginarily spinning, but the axis is running from east to west. What they call it, North and South Pole. They call it Arctic and Antarctic. But we finna go into the Arctic. Yeah. They get into it. That's a bone. Yeah. I'm live, man. The realest shit on the net, nigga. It's the realest shit on the motherfucking net, nigga. It's the realest shit on the motherfucking net, nigga. Flat motherfucking power, y'all. Flat waters. So don't come fuck with my videos talking about what the fuck is flat earth and fucking with it. It's flat water over here. I had a flat earth. It's flat water. We know what the properties of water do. And see, now we gonna bust this shit up. We gonna bust it up. What the fuck, my goddamn. Okay, we went over all that shit. You see all the ice and shit. Jury ice and shit. I went over earlier, jury ice and shit. But I don't wanna go to the point where I was going. Where the fuck did I go? But I'm gonna hold up. We'll go right here. We'll start right there. Cool. If I wanna start right there, go back out of there. I might not wanna start right there. I started right here. Japan is an island country in East Asia, located in the Pacific of the northeast coast. The Pacific Ocean. These people think they got all the sense, bro. All that technology is coming out of that secret relationship between this North and this East shit. The North Pole is not in no North American Arctic, dog. How's that the North American Arctic when you got to go past Canada? That's Alaska. Then you got Canada, all that shit up and down. All that shit, that's green. All that shit sits inside Greenland and all that shit that they try to represent as being the pole. Nah. See, first thing, they fucked up when they got down. Tried to hide that fucking Anaya Strait. And try to say that that's the first thing. So they fucked up right there. They fucked up. When they try to goddamn get rid of that Anaya Strait, man, that 1587 map pulled my eyes and so much shit, and I just wouldn't let it go. And I'm not gonna let it go. Because they want the Anaya Strait to be a fucking mill. Let's go. Let's go all the way to the front of this motherfucker. All the way to the front of this motherfucker. God. This shit don't make no motherfucking sense. Look, took this screenshot. The Bering Strait was not originally called the Anaya Strait. Oh yeah.
stacking. And this is how those motherfucking Mongolians are hiding their hand and letting these Neanderthals play this game on the fucking Negro, on the original West Indian that occupied the land of the Americas, bro. The Strait of Anian was a semi-mythical passage that appeared on European maps before the existence of the Bering Strait was proven. The fuck you talking about, man? It was an imagined... Nah, your shit is imaginary. This globe is imaginary. The equator is imaginary. The southern and northern hemisphere is imaginary. The axis is imaginary. Because that's your definition every time y'all give it to us as an imaginary. Your shit is imaginary. The fucking Anian Strait on imaginary. It's on the fucking map. And you turn around and change the name of the Anian Strait to the fucking Bering Strait. And the nigga's name ain't Bering. The fuck? The true strait was discovered in 1728. Became known as the Bering Strait. The Strait of Anian had been generally placed nearby, but sometimes appeared as what? Man, what the fuck you talking about? It's a strait of water that's separating continents. They knowing what the fuck this shit is. How the fuck you got a fake one and it's the same shit. It's the way the motherfuckers allegedly came into the motherfucking northern region of the earth. Y'all came across that motherfucker in the north. That shit ain't got nothing to do with North America for real, because we are the West Indies. Usurp into the belly of the north. And y'all running game like a motherfucker on all the melanated people of the earth, man. Let me back out that shit. Let me back out that shit. I'm going back. Let me back out that shit. Let me back out that shit. Let me back out that shit. The term Far East broadly encompassed East and Southeast Asian countries. Why the fuck is all the Arctic shit in Asia and they trying to throw the alley-oop, the monkey wrench, and throw this shit to the north? China, Japan, North and South Korea, Mongolians, Taiwan, and the Russian Far East, along with Southeast Asian nations like the Philippines, Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos. Hold up, I want to shout out. Hold up, because I wanted to go run that whole video. Yeah, so I wanted to go run that whole video. I'm going to go to these motherfucking screenshots right quick. Yeah, I'm going to go to these motherfucking screenshots right quick. I'm going to go to these motherfucking screenshots right quick. Because I want y'all to see. I want y'all to be able to see and understand where the fuck I'm coming from. Let me show you. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Start right there. Boom. North Pole, South Pole. From the east to the west, look at it. Now watch this. Now watch this. You see the globe axis line can refer to an imaginary axis. Imaginary, yeah, every time. They got some shit making nigga teeth grow back. Them goddamn Mongolians don't go off and play. But check this out. Far East, Far East. Now watch this. Let me show you. Now let me show you the Arctic of Japan. Let me show you the Arctic. Let me show you the Arctic. I want you to think you're going up. Man, ain't going a motherfucker up. Bitch, y'all right here in this area right here. Y'all, that's north and the east playing. But the east playing hard.
Look at them columns on the ice. Huh? I ain't telling you no white dude. Look. You see what that shit say? That's Japan. See all this motherfucking ice and shit? Huh? That'll see it's Japan. There was another motherfucking strait down here I wanted to fast start fucking with too. It was another strait. I can't remember what the fuck the name of that bitch was. Oh, it was the Tartar Strait. Where they was mixing and fucking with them goddamn northern, out of the south, the northern part of the south, which is Africa, turned that shit into the Middle East, usurped them hoes, the Tatarian Moors, them North Africans. Yeah, they had y'all here. They goddamn got y'all motherfuckers. Y'all like this. Huh? That's Japan. Prepares. Well, let me show you. Huh? That's China. Huh? Look at the ice. Fuck y'all something. Look. That is spectacular. You can respect the aspect of this shit. Them spectators that set up in goddamn Spain and spied like a motherfucker. Spying from Spain. They spying with the Northern Africans. These are the only motherfuckers in the world that can claim they corner of the earth. In real life and biblically. Anytime you go to hollering about motherfucking the corners of the earth, they go to hollering about Gog and Magog. Talking about Russia, China, Asia. Yeah. That's who run this motherfucker with that fake ass Japheth, that them Turkish and all that. Why Noah's boat, the North boat landed right next to Turkey on Mount Ararat, right here. Because this the motherfucking unification right here against all niggas. That, you see this shit? Look. Boom. Japan. Spectacular sea. Huh? Then look what they do with the ice when they got down. Look how much technology they got. What the fuck they doing with ice? That's China. Look. The Arctic Ocean. The fuck you talking about? Huh? Huh? Look. Fuck out of here. Huh? Look. All these crystals. All the volcanic areas with the lava and shit. Electricity, power. Nuclear. Huh? Got to go find it. Man, look at this shit. I just want to let you know what I'm trying to say when I said east with that goddamn ice. That I'm showing it to you now. I can go back to my motherfucking video. See? That the sun is. The motherfucker ain't red. They ain't bleed. These niggas hate the sun. Who the fuck you think Mars is going to war against? The word Mar means to goddamn take away from perfection. That the perfect is right there. And all their technology is trying to fuck over the perfect one. Huh? The blackness, nigga. That shine like gold. Huh? That's why the sacred color was black and gold, huh? Know whatever it is, huh? It's a motherfucker. It's all right. I'm going to say it in that video. And you're going to see that goddamn with the nuclear, where they get the Nikola, Tesla, where they goddamn changed all this shit to being threatful and harmful to you. And all this shit has been about energy the whole time. To make you niggas pay for energy. To make you niggas pay for natural resources. Nigga, we supposed to know how to tap into this shit and have our own energy. Every individual on this motherfucker. That ain't no free knowledge. You gotta pay for this shit. These niggas ain't playing with y'all niggas, man. Huh? Now get back into this motherfucker. Let go. I should get back up in that bitch. Let go. Now I took my shit. Now where my shit went, bitch? Huh? Now where my shit just went, bitch? Huh? Find my motherfucking video. The sun black. There it is right there. Now where the fuck my video just went, bitch? Let me go find my shit. Go find my motherfucking shit. That's the one? Yeah, let's go.
Laws, darling. Myanmar. Malaysia, context and definition, but generally refers to the region of Asia far east from Europe. The Arctic. Where's the Arctic really located? We showing you the Arctic. So the North Pole should be near the Arctic, not nowhere over by the north. Yeah, the Arctic. We talking about the Arctic and Antarctic. We talking about Arctic and Antarctica. The Arctic and Antarctic. The pole shit is a throw off like a motherfucker. The pole shit is a throw off like a motherfucker, dog. The term far east broadly encompass. Okay, we just read that right. Japan is considered part of the East. Hey, I try to tell me ain't no ice over here in the East and all that old shit. I'm finding all these niggas all kind of treasury type ice with jury and shit, all this bullshit, man. How the hell, man? Let me sit back and relax, man. Cause this shit, the truly shit on the net, bro. Right up on our nose, they playing these games. These motherfucking, the secret relationship of this Mongol and Neanderthal. The secret relationship of the Mongol and the Neanderthal. Cause I told you, those Ainu people is the reason that motherfucker was called the Anayan Strait. Those supposed to be the first people. Then you relate them to the Jamon, and that's when niggas start saying, oh man, niggas was everywhere. Nah, hell nah. Based on the position in the Eastern Hemisphere. And is a major country in the region referred to as the Far East from a European perspective. It's East according to everybody's perspective, nigga.
Goddamn Sam. What the fuck? How the fuck do you pronounce West? Ois. Ois is the West. That's how you pronounce West. Ain't that right, Miss Eastern Star? Did they teach you this shit, Teresa? And you pronounce East Orient. The original Asian is an Oriental. And Jewish men love Asian women. Orient. That's the East. Orient. That's how you pronounce it. That's how you pronounce that shit. And you pronounce water level. Yeah, that's how you fucking pronounce water. 3GD shit. The West is OS. That's why you see on the direction across, you'll see that O over there for the West. And the East is Orient. Because it's Orientals. AKA Mongolians. Hiding their motherfucking hand and feeding this technology to the world. And these niggas on a Mongolian script, man. Y'all better tighten the fuck up. Let's go.
East Asia. Japan is geographically in East Asia, okay? Okay, so it's East, nigga. Y'all in the East. Y'all in the East. Wakoku is ancient, referred to Japan by the name from around the 2nd century BC until the 7th century AD. It was the name used by Imperial China, Imperial Japan, Imperial China, Imperial, yeah, and the neighboring states to refer to the archipelago. And historical records from this period describes early governance and interaction with China. The name Japan begun to replace Wakuko in the 7th century. So we want to know about the war. Yeah, we want to know about the war. Because y'all busted, bro. The name Wakuko. Whoa. not America. No. Kiwoaka. Whoa. Whoa. Kiwoaka. Oh, y'all niggas. Why cocoa appears in Chinese historical documents from the 2nd century, referring to the inhabitants of the Japanese archipelago. The term consists of the character whoa, wah, which was used to refer to the people. Who the fuck? Is a country. Cocoa is a country. That's why that bitch was so big when I had this cycle what it was. The character wah originally had potentially negative is what? Boom. Hope I'm back in this bitch. I don't know if I'm in this bitch or not anyway, for real. But I'm gonna get off on these niggas cause this here, where was that? The term consists of the character wa, which was used to refer to the people of Koku, which means country. It's a country. Yeah, island's a country. Cocoa is a country. That's why that bitch was so big when I had this cycle what it was. The character wah originally had potentially negative connotations like submissive or dwarf. These are little dwarfs and little twar. They were telling me around that, though it may have been used to phonetically transcribe a local antinomian. The Yomoda state, which had been called Yomoda, officially changed its external name to Nyan, meaning the source of the sun. What? Meaning the source of the sun.
The source of the sun.
Why is these whole playing with our God's son, bruh?
Meaning the source of the sun. These motherfuckers want to be the source of the sun. And they became your God. Cause you believe all kind of shit. Instead of seeing straight through this shit. Like you supposed to. As one of the gods of this earth, you're supposed to be able to see through the bullshit. The rising sun. The source of the sun. If y'all all that, why the fuck you making artificial sun? Fuck you want with the sun? Y'all want to fight against the sun. Remus and Romulus daddy there. Named Mars. Mar meaning the goddamn take from the perfection with the perfect one is the sun. The light of the world. And they come in this bitch to war against the sun, nigga. Y'all better wake the fuck up.
They want to be the source of the sun. The rising sun. What's up with these people in the sun, bro? This melanated sun, what's up? Yeah. Historical documentation, ancient texts from the period such as the Book of Han and the Book of We, part of the records of the three kingdoms, mention figures like the Shaolin Queen Himiko, who ruled around the 3rd century AD. They ain't old enough. But why they so fixated on owning the fucking sun, bro? But they know they had to take that from you. Got you scared of But these motherfucking Mongolians and these goddamn Neanderthals, they can't love the sun like the children of the sun. These people can't. Even though we did produce these people, we had produced them, but I don't think we produced them. But they are not the dominant human on this earth. So we couldn't have came from them. And I don't think they came from us. Niggas need to cut that shit out. That's not our DNA. We're different people. Want everybody to be created, equal, and all. Nah, nigga, shut the fuck up. We're different people. And ain't nowhere in the hell nor produced us, bro. And we gonna go along with these, with inside these stories. We gonna go along with this shit to hold on to a faith. And knowing this shit allegory, knowing these folks that goddamn misled us and misrepresented this shit, man. Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. I'm gonna close this motherfucker right here up. I'm gonna talk for a minute. My hunger, she gonna pop up in a little while. And now I do just like I did earlier. I do just like a motherfucker did earlier. And jump in and go crazy by myself. And then I just replay this shit. And as much as I want to replay this shit, because that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Yeah, because this is really shit on the net, bro. This is really shit on the net, bro. Yeah. This is really shit on the motherfucking net, bro. I'm gonna show you how they hide themselves. You got all the bricks wanna hide itself. Nah. How old is Kokuru? Kokuru is ambiguous and could refer to the age of the city or a specific structure like the Kokuru Castle. Here are 3 answers for both interpretations. I don't even want to know about that, because that's too modern. That's too modern. I want to get back to that Anaya Strait and why the fuck you think you can hide and deflect us from the east to the north when dealing with this ice. We was taught at school, they don't even want to be called Eskimos no more just because niggas on their ass. It was 4 Eskimos Eskimos, Inuits, whatever you want to call it. Those people was already in the land, and then now they trying to say some paleo. And then when you look at the paleo, it's the same phenotype. They want to say paleo to make you think white. But when you look at the indigenous paleo, them motherfuckers is not Neanderthal looking people, whites. Kuko, literally, Wa Nation, was the name used by early Emperor China and its neighboring states to refer to the nation usually identified as, did China call Japan dwarfs? The 2nd century of AD, Chinese and Korean scribes used the Chinese character submissive distance dwarf to refer to the various, these the dwarfs we've been looking for, inhabitants of the Japanese archipelago, although it might have been just used to transcribe the phonetic value of the Japonic antonym with the respectively different semantic. Really? These the dwarfs we've been looking for. The term Inuit, people, likely refers to Inuit people and indigenous groups of the Arctic. So what is this Arctic? They trying to say the Arctic is goddamn in North America. They trying to deflect and hide themselves as they feed this technology or whatever to this mom and dad here. And these where the Persians come from or will originate from these Persians has diverse DNA because of the mixture between these two. These two DNAs were distinctive. Now they want to act like the phenotypes are not distinctive. Nigga know it. Get the fuck out of here, dog. This shit too crazy right here. But nigga, we got y'all that. The Big J. Yeah. Anyone translate into the people and their language and Inuktut. They inhabited the Arctic region of Alaska, Canada, Siberia, Alaska, and Greenland, trying to keep the North raining this bitch. What we talking about that East, nigga? Let's throw up. Y'all came across that fucking Anian Strait. That's how you set up over here. You're telling us how you set up over here, but you want to get us stuck right here. We talking about that Arctic over there, where all that good information and shit coming from, while y'all trying to deflect with that axis and all that shit. That shit coming from east to west. But they have a long history of adapting to harsh climates through hunting and other subsistence activities. Ancestry. The Inuit are the descendants of the Thule who emerged from western Alaska around 1000 CE. That ain't old enough. And they ain't want to goddamn. I told you when shit got too motherfucking ratchet for them, they went ahead and on there. So we bought Alaska. Alaska was sold us by the Russians, wasn't it? Didn't Russia sell us Alaska? Didn't Russia sell Alaska to us, man? These people want to stay here and play like they jumping around in trees and eating real good. Y'all been playing with this ice, bro. And when I be saying that shit, my mind be thinking back. Fuck that, my mind right now. I be thinking about these motherfucking Mongolians. I'm finding this money. The word Inuit means the people. In the Inuit language, okay. They live across a vast area of the Arctic. How the Arctic gonna be in Japan and all that shit, and on this side, the secret relationship between the Jap and the Brits. Trump on that Greenland shit right now. Trump on that Greenland shit right now. They named it big Greenland, but it supposed to be full of ice and shit. Where these areas really located at? Like Siberia, Alaska, They ain't even the same fucking land. Well, I just got through showing y'all where the ice at, man. Where the Arctic at, man. There are approximately 150,000 Inuits worldwide, with the largest population in Canada. Really? But they had to come across, before they get to Canada, they had to come through Alaska, right? Because they had to come across that Anian Strait. You're going to try to wipe the Anian Strait out and kill the Ainu, and then jump straight from Ainu to the Jaman and have niggas out, black Japs and shit. Nah, motherfucker, nah. We ain't going to do it like that. We going to stay focused. Eskimo. We going to stay focused. Yep, we gonna stay focused. We gonna stay focused. I might go live with my other little chum. Might go live on live. I ain't been live on live in a while. Native Arctic people who were historically referred to as Eskimos are now more respectively called Inuit or Yupik people. What's wrong with Eskimo? Know what the fuck you talk? Igloos and shit. But what y'all had read up under them goddamn little igloos? Those motherfuckers just let you know location where you, man, y'all niggas been up under the ice. Y'all niggas was living in no motherfucking igloo. Y'all motherfuckers been up under this motherfucking ice, and y'all motherfuckers Mongolians, dog. As these are the specific terms these groups use to identify themselves, the term Eskimo was given by outsiders and is now widely considered outdated and potentially offensive, although a few individuals and groups may still use it. What outside? You talking about the European? Can't be talking about the European. What outside? Who you talking about? The ones who? Oh, you talking about the niggas in the north, the real north. But you all on they shit, posting up on they shit. That's how you got down there in Mexico. Yeah. Inuit people are not white due to the combination of their East Asian ancestry. So they came from Asia. Asia sit in the East. And the Arctic is in the East too. It sure did. This goddamn flea flip ass shit trying to make a nigga keep thinking y'all hoes up over our head and shit. I'm gonna lay this motherfucker down, lay it down. Yeah. Which generally has darker skin and eyes, and their reliance on a diet rich in vitamin D, primarily from fish and marine mammals. That's why they try to motherfucking harvest the energy of the sun, because the sun provides plenty of vitamin D, but they have to get it in a way where it's not harmful to them, because the sun is melanated and it's a black disc, and the children of the sun are the ones who can survive, sustain, work in that sun. But they paying a pretty penny for the melanin now, boy. This shit is so self-explanatory today. You're gonna keep on. The dietary intake of vitamin D, rather than sunlight exposure, remove the selective pressure for lighter skin, which evolved in other northern populations like Europeans to compensate for the lack of sun. I told y'all why they had that cod liver oil shit. Them Vikings had this up, and it's good for your bones and shit too now. I'm trying to think of the disease they used to have. I can't think of it. But they come to East Asian roots. They come from East Asia. Why the fuck they come from East Asia to go set up in the motherfucking ice, man? Inuit people have ancestral roots in Siberia and East Asia. Regions where darker skin and brown eyes are common. Recent arrival of the Arctic, unlike other groups who have lived in northern Europe for tens of thousands of years, the Inuits are relatively recent. So y'all trying to goddamn really hide the fact that y'all the ones that came over this bitch. Hey, y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing. And even the Bible provides no description of their skin color or identity. First thing is the theological rather than historical or anthropological certainty, while some interpretation of the biblical text and the scientific understanding of human origins suggest Adam and Eve were likely dark-skinned. Many artistic portrayals depicted them with European features reflecting the biases of the artist rather than the factual account. And who gives a fuck? But I just got there for the Bible thumpers right. Origin of modern humans. Scientific evidence indicate that the earliest anatomically modern humans originated in Africa and were likely dark-skinned to protect their strong UV radiation near the fake-ass equator. The niggas can survive their sun. They might think they been studying is the motherfucking sun. Your God. Then talk you out of the sun disk. Then talk you out of what you know to be a sun disk. And turned everything into spheres. And they goddamn, they want to be the rising sun, the cause of the sun. They at this sun like a motherfucker. But they got to get their vitamin D through fish and shit. And then the sun, you good. But this white man, he came over, he got to come over here and over here where that son really love a motherfucker. And he can't stand it. Chemtrails, everything they do is the motherfucker fight against the motherfucking sun. And you are a child of the sun. And you sitting up praying to some God that threw the sun in the sky when he got ready. But these motherfuckers telling you they are the rising sun. I know that's real. In all the Mongolian countries, these motherfuckers got artificial suns now. Make it make sense. Here we go. That'll walk the UPEC. They're the same fucking thing. These the same fucking people, man. They trying to make all these distinguished women about paleo and all the others, man. Fuck that. All my people niggas, all you niggas Eskimos. Fuck all that. Y'all niggas Eskimo. Y'all niggas Mongolians, man. We ain't got time. And y'all played with that goddamn white boy. And y'all created those goddamn Persian babies. Huh? The age of persuasion. And let them write that Judaism behind Hinduism. Then come Judaism. Then come the J. But the big J gonna be the German in Japan, yeah. And the German niggas. Oh, you had to be Northern Africans over there fucking around with them. But y'all went on there and got ate the fuck up, cause these cannibals you fucking with for real. That Neanderthal and that Mongolian are cannibals. And this is the conversation that I let y'all hear when I was talking to my cousin. He said something about Vulcan. And I said, my nigga, yo, Big Burma, ain't named Burma. I said, yo, Burma. And he talked over me and went on and said, I'm trying to direct you to Burma, how Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham, nigga. I'm trying to show you how we got the name. There it is right there. Burma, headhunters. You see? See, everything I be talking about. Go right on back into play. Headhunters. Who got the helmet on, though? The history and culture of the ancient Wa, a mountain tribal people. The Wa. We gon' have to start having unfed read. And I can't read. I wanna go read this motherfucking book. And it said written by it, I ain't gonna get it. Burma. Hey, this is where Burma get the name from. See? Yeah, boy. Mongolians. The East Indies. And India was in the East, and we became the West Indies. Look at them. And the whole world got so much respect for these motherfuckers, bro. Their religion, nigga don't even get out in that bitch and say a motherfucking thing. Understand? When it comes to these niggas here, these bitches running this whole town. Oh my Jesus Christ, Lord, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad Ali. Let's continue. Oh, they're the nigga name, Harold Mason Young. Harold Mason Young. I need a audio book of that shit so I can listen to it while I be asleep. I can listen while I be asleep. I ain't seen a nigga yet. Indigenous people of the world. These not the children of the sun, but they took your sons out. And the ops and all the energy, them and those British petroleum companies, BP, they harvest so much motherfucker. And this is what they doing to it. They cleaning it. They trying to figure out how to fuck them UV rays up and distort that shit because they get melanoma, especially that motherfucking Neanderthal. Burma, now officially known as Myanmar. Myanmar was Burma. The secret relationship between the Jap and the motherfucking Jew. And then, not even the Jap and the Jew. The Jap and the Brit. The secret relationship between the Jap and the Brit. Burma, now officially known as Myanmar, is located in mainland Southeast Asia. It is bordered by India and Bangladesh to the west. China is the northeast. Laos and Thailand to the east and southeast. And the Andaman Sea and Bay of Bengal to the south and southwest. Burma. I got a video clip where I was talking to my cousin. We was talking about that nigga Tuscaloosa Black. Remember? I went outside with that. I was praying and meditating on Tuscaloosa Black. Had me outside, goddamn, with feet in the grass, all that shit. Yeah, I thought Tuscaloosa Black. And how, and Vogue, and he was talking about it was a great sculpture, that iron ass shit. Man, I like stone shit. I'm trying to figure out how these hoes got why we ain't carving stones and shit no more. Got to sit up in a goddamn lodge, gotta get permission from these motherfuckers. Y'all letting these hoes lie to the world about what's really going on. And these motherfuckers the ones hide their hand out. These motherfuckers hide their hand out. Icy waters near Burma, Myanmar, are related to two different phenomena, neither involving sea ice in tropical climates of the Southeast Asia. The term likely refers to either of festive, ritualistic water throwing event or a specific oceanographic phenomenon known as an atmospheric cold pool. I looked into it, but I ain't on it. I ain't on that shit. Cause y'all been under the ice in the east. The first connection through the American city of Birmingham, Alabama, nicknamed the Magic City for the industrial boom during the late 19th century. The link is found in three main areas: a historical statue, historical company, and mythological. Vulcan statue in Birmingham, Alabama, rose to its prominence as a center for iron and steel manufacturing, which led city leaders to choose the Roman god of fire and forge, Vulcan, as its symbol. Industries. A massive cast iron statue of Vulcan was built to represent Birmingham industrial power at the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, Missouri. When the statue was returned to Birmingham, it was temporarily displayed at the state fairground, where it was put in an exhibit advertising the Burma Shave brand of shaving cream. Neanderthals need to shave, boy. Gillette is the best them niggas can get. That's why they looking for goddamn Bigfoot. All you gotta do is stay at the goddamn shaving and stay at the barbershop. Geo Museum, a project to digitally preserve information on Jewish and other minority communities in the Middle East. And the fuck they gotta do like Burma. Birmingham rose to the prominence of the center of iron and steel manufacturing. The city leaders chose the Roman and massacre the Vulcan Trading Company in Burma. The Vulcan Trading Company in Burma. That's how you got a name, nigga. And other communities in the Middle East and North Africa documents the location of the Vulcan Trading Company in Yangon, formerly Rangoon, Myanmar, formerly Burma. You mean to tell me these motherfuckers to set up shop way over here and put this statue and that shit from there? And this why they want us to be West Indians? Cause this shit coming from East India some motherfucking while. Through ways of Jewish community, they made their way to that motherfucking West the best way they could, boy. And now the rest is yet to come. And went down there, that's why they fought so hard. That's why them British fought so hard down there near South America. They got all the islands out of there. It was an island down there called Falkland Island. The indigenous people try to get them, man, they go crazy about it. They come in and take an island at a time. Man. The company operated out of the building on Pagoda Road, though its specific connection to Vulcan statue or the company Vulcan Incorporated is not specified. Bitch, just specified. It's been specified. The goddamn company Vulcan was ran in Burma. The fuck? These motherfuckers trying to double talk on all that bitch ass shit. And this motherfucker sitting up on top of Red Mountain with his ass out, talking about he's stirring iron. Hot iron, melted iron, popping out and popping them all on his duke cheeks and shit. And nigga got a ride pad that shit every day with a Roman god up there with his ass out. That's a great assault to my West Indian people, my nigga. Y'all got us fucked up. And Roman mythology, Vulcan was the god of fire, volcanoes, and black. Yeah, volcanoes. Because that's going to be very important when you break this shit down and intertwine that Anian Shack cradle, because that Anian Strait is the real history that we can find on that shit, and they try to make that shit be milk. But the Bering Strait going to be real though. Make that shit make sense. It's the same fucking strait. In Burmese, Myanmar, folklore spirits called Nats are worshipped. Called a spirit Nats. Goddamn Nat Turner don't do it. One of these Nats is Men Mahagari, or Lord of the Great Mountains, a blacksmith who was burned at the stake and then defiled after his death. Some sources draw parallels between these two characters, as the god of forge is not a unique idea to the Romans. Potential links between the Vulcan Trading Company and Burma Shack. Yeah, you just gave it to us. I ain't gotta keep reading that shit. You just busted open. The Burma Company, Vulcan Company, that shit originated in Burma. Reason they named this motherfucker Burma. I was just interested. I just want to go in there because I was trying to tell my cousin that day he talked over, you know. Okay, man, all right, man. I was trying to just, all right, bro. I told you, Big Burma. That's when I heard, you know where I got Burma from? I got it deciphered on that paper, the other paper I was showing. That's why I know Burma. The niggas prison all crazy. That's, man, when I seen Burma, I said, Burma ain't got a name. Before I got over to the statue, as soon as I seen Burma, I said, we got our name right there. And that shit over there in the east. Yeah. Yeah, motherfucker. The list of volcanoes in Myanmar, in Burma. Huh? This is an active and extinct volcanoes in Burma, Myanmar. The volcanoes gonna be very important when it comes to the deception they got going on, man. We already discussed it a little bit. Before 1989, names changed. The country was called Burma. The military junta in power. The junta, the nigga who come in just like they call the battalion. The battalion come in and take reasons and take shit up on the military force. But the junta, that a junta. Junta power changed the official English name from Burma to the Union of Myanmar in 1989, citing reasons of ethnic inclusively. However, it is native Burmese language. The terms Burma and Myanmar are often interchangeable and have been used for centuries, with Myanmar generally being the more formal and written version. But the junta, the military forces in Burma, they won't let you go over there and see the roots of this shit. You ain't allowed them. We just trying to check our history out, my nigga. Do not travel to Burma due to civil arrest, armed conflict, and arbitrary enforcement of local laws. Reconsider travel to Burma due to limited and inadequate health care and emergency medical resources in areas with landmines. Damn. And unexploded ordnance. Huh? They faking nuke shit over there or something? They got something quick, what they got going on over there? What they got going on over there? Huh? Why can't Americans visit Myanmar? We gonna see some truth. How y'all motherfucking we gonna see it. We gonna be able to study it firsthand. Burma became the Union of Myanmar and later the Republic of the Union of Myanmar in 1989, though the name change was only in English, as the Burmese language name remained the same. This change was implemented by the ruling military junta to improve the country's international image and foster ethnic unity. But it was met with defiance by many countries and human rights groups. The country had previously been independent from British in 19. They wanted their independence from Brits. British motherfucker. That junta is the military or political group that rules a country after taking power by force. A motherfucking deliberative or administrative council in Spain or Portugal. Junta. Since seizing power in 2021, Cook, Senior General, that's too recent. I gotta keep going. Yes, there are craters in Burma. I know it is. They been goddamn faking meteorites hitting and all this shit. Nuclear motherfucking bombs exploding and all this old shit, including the extinct volcanic crater of Mount Popa, and several dormant explosion craters in the lower Chinwen region. Some of these, like Mount Popa and Twin Tong, have been identified as significant geographical features, and some even have lakes. So why we can't go see these motherfuckers? Why we can't go? The dormant volcano in central Myanmar features a large mile-wide crater that's just like the Anaya Shack crater. And they use those craters to fake that motherfucking nuclear shit, and we owe these hoes for. Man, get the fuck out of here. These motherfuckers ain't smart, bro. Aluminum, iron, calcium, and soda. I'm looking up lava now. See, other materials in lava include dissolving gases like water vapors, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide, as well as solid fragments of rock, and in some cases newly formed crystals of minerals like olivine. Crystals. Just seen some more crystals. We just seen some ice crystals. Y'all nigga buying these motherfucking crystals and shit, praying over them and shit. Major element, silicon and oxygen are the most abundant elements, followed by the aluminum, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Remember a lot of Mr. Subtle wrote. Is that why would this bitch good for? For example, basaltic lava has less than 50% silica, while rhyolitic lava contains 65 to 75% silica. Gases. As lava cools, dissolved gases such as water vapors, carbon monoxide, and sulfur dioxide are released. Solid fragment lava can contain solid fragments of surrounding rock. Crystals of solid minerals can precipitate and form crystals within the lava flow, such olivine crystals found in the basaltic lava. Volcanic gases, the lava cools extremely quickly and form crystals, then solidifies into a glassy substance, like opposite a glassy substance. They said, y'all nigga this shit. I started goddamn trying to see, can I add some plutonium to this shit? You know, I gotta check it. It's much higher than lava maximum temperature. They are linked in nuclear accidents. What? Yeah, never say this shit no more. Yeah, motherfucker. He go behind me. Yeah, that's why we screenshot shit. Lava is molten rock, while plutonium is a radioactive chemical element. While plutonium boiling point is 3,228 degrees Celsius, is much higher than lava maximum temperature, around 1,250 degrees Celsius. They are linked. Y'all screenshot this motherfucker. Screenshot that again, type. Cause they gonna get around this and they ain't gonna say it no more. But I caught their head right there. I fuck them up every time I get. Hey, I fuck you, boy. I'm gonna fuck you up every time. They are linked. That means both. They are linked in nuclear accidents and meltdowns. They resulting highly radioactive corium is a dangerous lava-like mixture of fuel, fission products, and structural material that remains hot and radioactive for a long time. Now go try to find it now. I bet you they ain't gonna admit that no more. I don't play. I went right. See, I went right. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. I told them, why Pluto ain't no motherfucking goddamn. Ain't that Pluto crash motherfucker. It's something about motherfucker that did the motherfucker that spaceship. They are linked in nuclear accidents. They faked that nuclear shit had like that and dropped a nuke on the motherfuckers in Japan, and we owe these hoes all this goddamn money, and we still, and y'all niggas can't follow this money and shit. And then I'm showing you where the fucking Arctic at. Right next to these motherfuckers, where the goddamn technology coming from, these motherfuckers. And trying to throw a nigga off with that fake ass North Pole, and then these niggas started trying to reach the motherfucker. Now you ain't reached the bitch, we didn't reach the bitch. The Eskimo took us to the bitch to live in the igloo teepee. All they taught us was igloo teepee when I was in school, man. What is molten rock that flows from the volcanic? It's a mixture of different shit. Okay. When they say that shit, goddamn, is a great conductor of electricity. That's power, man. I gotta read that again. Lava is molten rock, while plutonium is a radioactive chemical element. While plutonium boiling point is 3,228 degrees Celsius, as much higher than lava maximum temperature around 1,250 degrees Celsius. They are linked in nuclear accidents. Tesla. Boy, you don't play. Yes, lava is a good conductor of electricity because it contains molten minerals with free-moving ions, while dry volcanic ash is an insulator. When the minerals in it melt to form lava, the ions become mobile and can carry an electrical current. Nuclear. These are the volcanic areas. That's why I concentrate on Japan. And that's why I concentrate on Hawaii. The volcanoes. This shit'll form a whole nother island, man. Yes, lava is a good conductor of electricity because it contains molten minerals. I know that's real. Crystals and everything else you niggas like to fuck with. Cord helps save the Vikings by providing a vital source of nutrition, particularly vitamin D. What fucking disease them bitches had? It was a disease that where their bone structure was fucked up and all kind of shit. The Viking, that motherfucker come out there, no. So they ain't getting no sun. But y'all fucking with the children of the sun. call them over African, whatever you want to call them. This over here, my nigga, we in the West, nigga, the West Indies, nigga. Y'all owe me for every brick y'all ever took up my shit. That's how I be thugging in my head. Y'all owe me for my dope. Vitamin D, the oily flesh and liver of cod are rich in vitamin D, which is essential for the building of strong bones and preventing disease like rickets. That was the name of rickets. That's the name of that bone disease the motherfucker Vikings goddamn was suffering. And they needed some sun for that. So they need some sun. Sit them out there in that sun. But at the same time, the sun gonna hit them with the melanoma. That's why they fight and do all this motherfucking research and all this playing with this sun and this fission and fusions of the sun. Over I got them imitating and making fake suns and shit. The Vikings appeared in Scandinavia. I know Canadian, Scandinavian, all of them, Norway there. Oh, well, Sweden. In Sweden, once you get to Sweden, when you hear Russia, Rus. So all that's the north. And once you get to Sweden, that's still the north. Once you hit Rus, that's when you hit that continent. They should have had a motherfucking goddamn straight right there, but they coming out of the mountains. It's just mountainous region right there, but it's a divide right there because it's north and east. And it's the brotherhood right here. That motherfucking logo, I keep telling y'all, keep watching that double-headed so-called eagle. That's the phoenix. That's the they share the same crown. Because they didn't went up under this so-called thing, the Big J, Judaism. The Big J is Japan. Running this shit. Japheth and Shem. The Persian and the Mongolian. Eurasian. Man, y'all better tighten up. And that's that 14th bloodline, but they see that's that V right there. Very genes. See, that's that motherfucking that 14th bloodline that was added onto them royal bloodlines too. And they trying to say me on, I bitch, I already investigated shit. I don't give a fuck what you say. And don't fucking why you say all these people saying goddamn people. Anglo-Saxon influence after the Norman conquest of England and Tennessee. All this shit baby food. What the fuck that shit gotta do with some niggas? 8 oldest religions in the world. Hinduism. That circled me around about that time. 7,000 BCE. Contrary, I ain't get that deep into it. And what I told you, we gonna hit that Zoroastrianism. We gonna hit that shit, but we ain't gonna hit it. We ain't got to hit it. Cause y'all niggas ought to be able to get there and see where I'm going with this shit. We ain't gonna hit it. And then whatever you order kissing little boys in the mouth and all that old bitch shit, had that nigga over there, what that nigga name was, yeah man, they do a lot of, yeah boy. And Hinduism was followed by who? There come that Big J. And that J was intertwined from an I, not a Y. Japan, man. All the J's. Y'all hoes and cools to me. And it shows. Cause we owe these hoes too. And look. They owe the Inuits. How you gonna tell the paleo motherfucker Inuit, oh, let me go get that motherfucker. Look, these people. Greenland and shit. Paleo diet and shit. They want this paleo motherfucker to goddamn, to be the forerunner of the Inuits and not the goddamn, the modern day Inuit, but we done went back to the war. All of you motherfuckers are white people, and these are the dwarfs they was talking about, huh? Y'all feel free to goddamn go and check behind on Flick. I told y'all they gonna break down to the chick child and all that shit, but that a Nyan straight is a motherfucking real straight, and I ain't letting it go cause it's the same goddamn straight that you represent when you say barren straight. But you trying to hide that I knew. You trying to hide I knew people. You trying to hide the wall. And that's how the motherfuckers goddamn put their fingerprint and thumb over there in Mexico like that, bro. Myanmar. Mayan County. Come on, man. Look at this shit. I went back and went and said no more, so I had to get a screenshot on my other phone because I knew I was going to need this screenshot. And I went back and tried to get it to see again. One said, no, the Inuit were not the first scientists in the Arctic. I'm looking for who had to be the first scientist in the Arctic. They talk about that paleo, but paleo ain't learn how to do a motherfucking thing. He did all that time and ain't learn shit. Look at this shit. No, the Inuit were not the first scientists in the Arctic. Then I had to start saying, I'm talking about Japan's Arctic. I got to specifically say, I'm talking about the Arctic in the East, nigga. I'm talking about that shit y'all talking about all this over here in the North, man, fake ass North Pole shit y'all talking about that. I'm talking about over there where that technology really coming from, with them goddamn Japanese, and the business got all kind of shit. Oh, got our lasers over there. That's where them extra lands on that logo is located in that far east out there. What the fuck they got going on out there? They should have left themselves off that logo. Always gonna leave a trail. It's plenty of, and it's those of Sandwich Islands. It's those of Sandwich Islands that I'm looking for. But they got a lot of shit to explain about this specific and the location of Australia and all that shit. Once my people lay this whole the fuck down, man. No, the Inuit. Which one? Like all these motherfuckers ain't want to go. All these motherfuckers saying, we're not the first scientists in the Arctic. What? Come on. White boy couldn't make it up there. Perry couldn't make it up there with that goddamn the Eskimo, as earlier groups like the Paleo Inuit inhabited the region before them. Really? Really? Okay. However, they were the first to successfully and sustainably live in the Arctic, developing sophisticated knowledge and technology to thrive in the environment, which is sometimes referred to as a form of early scientific inquiry. Notes, Penn State Institute of Energy and the Environment. The first known inhabitants of the North American Arctic were the Paleo Inuits. Fuck the North America. Fuck the North America, nigga. That made think it's about the United States. Bitch, we you, sir. We ain't no motherfucking North American, nigga. We the West Indians. Get up off our shit. Go on back across them goddamn fall. Over there in Canada and all that old bitch ass shit what y'all talking about. But that shit is in the Northeast. The secret relationship. Y'all don't see it? Were the Paleo Inuits who arrived thousands of years before the modern Inuit. You bitches a motherfucking lie. But anyway, have at it. Have at it. While many explorers had scientific aims, Adolf Erik and often considered one of the first to combine Arctic exploration with the scientific approach, becoming the first to successfully navigate the entire Northeast Passage in 1878. Another key figure is who conducted scientific research while exploring, and Ernest Langenfeld while lived in There go Robert Perry right there. He was one of the first Arctic explorers to study Inuit survival techniques during an expedition in 1894. He was the first Western explorer to reach the Cape. You came out the West, boy. Huh? Hey, Rob Perry, that black motherfucker. Somebody landing on the motherfucking moon. Fuck that, look at these bitches. And the motherfucking Mongolians gonna sit up and let these hoes run their little scripts, cause they know at the end of the day, these hoes gotta pay us. We run this shit. The first to inhabit the Arctic, they were preceded by the Paleo-Inuits, also called Paleo-Eskimo. The Paleo-Inuits were the first people to settle. You just said they couldn't survive. So how they were the first people to settle in the Arctic? They arrived there, arriving from Siberia around 5,500 years ago before the ancestry of the modern Inuit arrived much later. These hoes got modern Inuits. Man, Inuit, the indigenous motherfucker of the area. The term Japan's Arctic, the question may be misunderstanding or geographic. The Inuit and Paleo-Inuit inhabit the Arctic of the North American and Greenland. The Ainu. I knew it. The Ainu. I knew it. I knew. The Ainu are the indigenous people of Japan who are not related to the Inuits. The West Coast, what? The Strait of the Anayan. I know. This is what they had, y'all. This how Japan goddamn stand clear all the fuck shit and letting these fools race to the moon, do all the dumb shit. All about is a god that throwing suns in the sky, and Jesus, a lot of these, all that shit they want to do. They got to tie back through to their babies, their Jew, and the big J gonna be Japan, and all the technology that they gonna need to try to trick and fake and use their green screens and shit comes from the big J, Japan. Follow the money tiger. I know. The Ainu people have a long history with their ancestry dating back to the Jaman period. Before the Jaman period, because they had the Koku. We found you niggas, making them the oldest group in Japan, while their Pacific culture is thought to have emerged later around 1200 CE from Eskimo cultures. These groups were themselves direct descendants of the indigenous Choman people. And you motherfuckers want them to be black folks so goddamn bad. Y'all niggas crazy. The Ainu are considered descendants of the ancient Jomon people who inhabited Japanese archipelago from approximately 14,000 to 300 BCE. These are the people that find themselves. The Bering Strait was not originally called the Anayan Strait. Ain't that a bitch? The Strait of Anayan was a semi-mythical passage that appeared on European maps before the existence of the Bering Strait was proven. It was an imagined rather than original name for a non-existent waterway. And right up under there, they'll tell you the true strait was discovered in 1728 and became known as the Bering Strait. The Strait of Anayan had been generally placed nearby, but sometime a bit. What the fuck is they talking about? If a nigga coming across water from one side of a continent to the other side to another continent, this strait of water, it's probably the same strait of water, just renamed. So why they don't want you to call it the Ainu? Ainu, yeah. And the article over there, the motherfucker is according to their axes and everything, bro. And I just showed y'all this shit today, man. I just showed y'all. They are linked in nuclear? Oh, that just took that screenshot. I had to take that. I had to get that screenshot. Because we're gonna start talking about the Anaya Shaq cradle. If the Anaya Strait is a motherfucking myth, the Anaya Shaq cradle should be a myth too, but it's not. And this is how y'all be forming and faking those goddamn fake ass meteorites hitting the earth and shit. And this is how y'all fake that fake ass nuclear bomb that we allegedly dropped on Hiroshima. But it's all game. And y'all got to play along with this Mongolian forever. Because he holds the keys to success around this bitch. Everything got to report back to the nigga with the steering wheel. This bitch driving the world. This goddamn Mongolian band. This goddamn Mongolian band. This goddamn Mongolian bad, y'all. Now I gotta go. Cause I'm finna go right over here and run this shit on Fed Live. Or either goddamn on Fed Friday. And just sit back and listen to this shit. Matter of fact, we can go ahead and fold that wire for a minute, man. We can go ahead and fold that wire. Indigenous wire, I know. Let's put the wire, I know in that motherfucker. Wire. I know. Wire, I know. Wire, I know. Let's put that wire, I know. Consider the indigenous people of northern Japan, particularly the what the fuck they said was over there earlier. The Akai, they had, that's what the ice had, man. And are believed to be descendants of the ancient German and ancient hunter-gatherer culture from the 10,000 years. I want to know about the walls. They historically is a distinct group of hunters, fishers, and trappers, and the rich culture included a spiritual belief system continuing of the animism, viewing spirits in nature and animals. Their territory was gradually pushed north by the expansion of Japanese people. But they started in the east. These are the people, y'all. Origins. The Ainu are seen as the continuation of the ancient German culture, which dates back over 13,000 years. Okay. Stop caution, yeah. Then we busting, y'all. And that ice sitting over there in that motherfucking east, bro. And that is a secret relationship between the Jap and the Brit. Masonically, all that shit. The Illuminati. And I am Illuminati's head boss. Yeah, melanation, 3GD. The sun is a black, melanated disc. Let's go look at it. Where the steers at? Got a diamond ring right there. You see that diamond ring? Solar eclipse stock photo. You see the diamond ring? You see what that boy said? The moon's black disc on that video I busted there. See the diamond, the marriage of the big. Do you see the melanated life giver? I said, do you see it? I said, I look at it every day. I don't need no eclipse to look at it. You see the wedding ring, you see the marriage ring, the marriage to that beast, that moon, that lunatic, the hollering about he that landed on the motherfucking moon, listening to a motherfucking Mongolian. The Mongolian showed you a rocket. You got that rocket from that Mongolian. You got all that shit from that Mongolian. And you just letting you act a fool with these screws. Now y'all bitches trying to tell man. Now I don't see no sphere. I thought them supposed to be 2 spheres there. Y'all don't see that melanated disc right there. Children of the sun, y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I don't see it either. Okay. Yeah, I guess I don't see it either. Okay. The sun is black, my nigga. The sun is black, my nigga. And that's what we gonna name this next video for the run. Cause I'm gonna go straight over on FED 5 and title this motherfucker. The sun is black, my nigga. I'm out to put my niggas on that bitch. The sun is black, my niggas. I ain't gonna let these Mongolians take the sun from you, man. If they done took our sun, what the fuck they need with artificial sun? If they done took the sun, why the fuck they need all of you got our sun? Well, you got us praying all other kind of shit. Huh? Doing it for the last thing. China creates world's first artificial solar chip. Why do they got our shit? Why the fuck they need artificial? Look at this shit. Look at that bitch, you even look at that in right there. See? So guess what? Some of that shit that you see in the sky ain't real. These planets and all this ain't real stars be warping and shit. Look. They got what you call planetariums where they got there sit up from Hawaii. That's why Hawaii and all them islands gonna be important when they hit the tiki, all that shit. Them volcanoes and shit. See, these were the planetariums they sit up, and they projecting some of this shit in the sky, man. And been projecting fake shit up there for years. Y'all think it's a guy? Huh? I want to do Japan got one. Bitch, I ain't said nothing about no SOE. The new made sun is 10,000 times more intense than advanced toward artificial photosynthesis, breaking water into oxygen and hydrogen. I asked you, do Japan have an artificial sun, bitch? That's what I asked you. And a donor in Japan unlocking the power of the sun, huh? Huh? Yeah, show us the image, bitch. Huh? Like the same motherfucking shit. And Korea supposed to have one. Huh? Cleaning up your dirty ass God with dirty filter and gave everybody life, but everybody wanna fucking play with this sun, bro. Huh? Huh? Renewable and powerful, what we do at home. We are seeking a partner to further maximize light sources. BP already one of the world's leading solar and battery storage platforms with a strong reset the oil backsides on renewable simply put the man and crew. Bitch, answer the question. But he just answered. Ain't that a bitch? And with that being said, the truth don't need no motherfucking help. It ain't gonna bend, break, a motherfucking fall. Melanation 3GD. For life. The sun black, y'all. And we don't need no artificial sun. Cause by nature, we are the children of the sun. In our corner of the earth is the western corner. Lay the platform back down and you niggas stand the fuck up righteously. I said, boom. And the goddamn go to treat any of this shit religiously. Ain't really goddamn give my belief to none. I believe to none of this. And mass is what they call Eurasia. Right? It's a whole land mass. And right above this land mass is supposed to be the North Pole up in here where they got that. You know, they got a treaty around the North Pole. They got a little treaty. But the only thing you're going to see around the North Pole that you can recognize without getting close to the motherfucker is going to be the Soviet Union, the motherfuckers, them Soviet Union, Ukraine, you know, they're going to be Russia. It used to be the Soviet, the socialists and all that shit. Took off. After they so-called went to war, but they so-called went to war against Germany and shit. All these motherfuckers, the same motherfuckers coming out of these Caucasus mountainous regions over there, these cold mountainous regions over there. You know, you get to the middle, you know, you'll get, you know, I had did a video. I showed a video of how they changed the name according to who's ruling what king. Those motherfuckers take the throne at 8 years old, some take the throne at 20 years old. Depends on when your father died and all that old shit, you take the throne as being a king. So he was already on this kingdom shit over here. So Germany supposed to been going to war with Russia. And when you break that shit down, that'll be Khazarian versus Ashkenazi. But I'm trying to go a little deeper than that because I know these bitches been in cahoots like a motherfucker. Yeah. They been in cahoots like a motherfucker. And see, boom. When you look at this, when you look at that, all that shit, you get in the middle of that bitch, you got China, Asia, Mongolia, then you come like in the Middle East, what they call the Middle East, though, and you get Kazakhstan and Turkestan and Poland and all that shit. Then you go on over a little bit more, you get Germany and motherfucking Europe and Great Britain and motherfucking and all the other shit. All the other shit that come along with it. All this shit sitting up on top of what they want you to call Africa. See? They want you to call this Africa because that's what they decide to call. Whatever they say it is, that's what it is. They could have been calling this motherfucker Pancake City. But the Pancake City niggas, you know what I'm saying, them pancakes, they can't call it pancake because they done been goddamn overruled by these motherfuckers up here. I did a video showing you how all these lands just keep changing names back and forth, 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 all over the years. The same area, these same lands. They want to hit you with the Pangea shit. Hit you with the globe shit. They want to tell you about continental separations. Continental collision. Anything to benefit whatever the fuck they got going on. If it benefit them, the continents are colliding and they're becoming one landmass. When it goddamn don't benefit them, it's continental separation. The continents are drifting. They drifting just like that weak ass magnetic pole. They can keep that shit. I'm taking it. I don't even discuss shit no more. Go on, take it, guard, and run on back with it. Motherfucker running back up towards Liberia. And you know Liberia is right in the middle of the top of this region. Russia, China, Asia, always been one land, man. How you get this Eurasia shit? They never been part of the European Union or none of that shit, but they already is in control of all this shit. And then see, this ain't no fucking Africa. We found some shit called the Laurentian Mountains. That would be Greenland. That's also located on the north. In the North Pole, you'll see Greenland. It's supposed to be 80-90% sheet of fucking ice. But when they show it on the map, it's always green as fuck. Greenland. Why would that motherfucker be named Greenland if it's just a sheet of ice? Should be called motherfucking Iceland, goddamn. Shit, should be called goddamn motherfucker called Greenland. You think about Greenland, you think about some vegetations and getting you some motherfucking shit, some apples off the tree and all kind of shit. That's where you got there going to your supercontinents and all that shit. And they call America a supercontinent. It's supposed to be. And Greenland is a part of, we found out yesterday, Greenland is a part of fucking North America. You need to come across this bitch on that whole shit. But first of all, they colonized, they came down through here fighting with these people in here. These so-called Africans today. This is not no fucking Africa, man. So I never get up one time like that, and they chopped his motherfucking ass to smithereens for saying that shit. This little white part right here, that's that Red Sea. That's that Red Sea. Eritrea shit right there. They were the Eskimo was. They was on both sides of this motherfucker. But these people came in to colonize, take over, plant flags, and become empowered. And form militaries and all that shit. And they did the same thing everywhere they motherfucking went. They still doing it today. But they done ran out of motherfuckers to fight. Because if they was going out to goddamn explore and discover lands, they'll be going somewhere where ain't nobody on the land at. So they come get up in your shit further they can until they run into some motherfuckers, and then you got to run their ass back off. But as you running them off, they regular building forts on your side of the motherfucker, on your motherfucker, up in your shit. They done building forts, nigga. They done planted flags all the way till they goddamn ran into your head. Mom, what, Billy? What? Do you know outside the pasture about 400 yards that way is a flag out there? A flag? Yeah, I think I seen some guys driving around the track. Yeah, they don't. What? You don't go down there and check that shit every day. But that's your shit. And then motherfuckers goddamn, if they got them in the right energy and all that type of shit, you just become neighbors. And you be sharing, not sacrificing. You don't be on no bullshit. But these motherfuckers come with that bullshit. They don't like nothing. They don't like nothing. They don't like nature. They don't like creation. They don't like nothing. They got to be in control and tell you how all this shit got here and everything. And then nature goddamn tell you, bitch, we don't even like you. You supposed to be up over here. This is where you supposed to be at. Why are you coming all down the hill? And you know this goddamn sun gonna light your ass up. Get your ass back up there where you supposed to be and enjoy your shit over there where you supposed to be at within creation, motherfucker. Nah. We got another God gonna tell us some more shit. And we gonna goddamn take over this motherfucking whole motherfucking world, nigga. Huh? They ain't know nothing back. They was still trying to hit this shit up before they sailed to the new world. Yeah, America was the motherfucking new world. The America, south and north, the whole fucking America. Call that motherfucker a super continent, nigga. Ain't never needed shit from no Africa. Ain't never needed shit from nowhere. Everybody who goddamn in ancient time, they didn't want to tell, man, then they want to tell you that the world came to end all that shit. But then they want to tell you these motherfuckers say they goddamn the Eurasia is 375 million years old. Eurasia. 375 million years old, but they telling you the whole shit came to them. So how do y'all know all this shit y'all be talking about? How could you know about anything about a continent motherfucking colliding and separating and all this old bullshit, and you ain't dug into the foundation, the earth, the heart, Mama Earth, nigga. Mama Earth support everything, nigga. The water is supported and goddamn contained by the foundation, Mother Earth. Water do not ball the fuck up. Water is contained by Mother Earth, nigga. That's why all the water got ocean bottoms, nigga. Sea bottoms, nigga. Then when you goddamn get up on land, you call the shit sea level, nigga. Level. The horizontal, nigga. The horizon. Coming up over the horizon, nigga. Not round no curve. Nigga riding around on a boat sideways on a goddamn equator. Nigga, y'all niggas used to be in school trying to wonder how to do this shit. Be having your little toy boat riding around, get your little toy car and everything. You got to ride sideways around this bitch. You got to get the boat to goddamn get sideways. With the gravity holding the goddamn boat too. Gravity just goddamn affects the water. It don't affect the goddamn boat and the nigga on the boat and the beer cans and everything else you got on the boat and the paddles and all the other shit that's on the boat. It just controls the water. So how the fuck you sideways ride around this goddamn equator here? These motherfuckers something else, nigga. These motherfuckers something else. Them niggas there. But crazy part about the shit. Said, Africa. The way the shit became Africa is when Afrikaners, Scipio, Afrikaners, came from up out of that goddamn northern region, all over that Rome shit, trying to get across that Red Sea, off of somebody else's land, and fighting like a motherfucker. Afrikaners. So he automatic with the alliance. And they did all this shit through secret orders. They done constructed this whole educational system, all the worldly information, everything they done put down been up on a secret orders or some secret societies and shit. Creation ain't got no secrets, nigga. The sun ain't got no secrets. You see that motherfucker when it rise every day, ain't no secrets in creation, nigga. These motherfuckers, these motherfucker fake ass God niggas come up some thou forth, thou, this and that, and he told me to tell you this and that, and 10% manifest destiny and all this shit to trick you out your shit. So by we even calling that shit Africa, we already know Africa got by the motherfucking Asians. Asia, China, Russia, been in cahoots. That's why we can see it on this goddamn map right here. That's why soon as man ATL seen that shit, me ATL, Troop Out Loud, goddamn piecemeal song, we goddamn seen that alliance in the middle of that motherfucker. Europa, Asia, and Africa. Oh, they been in cahoots the whole motherfucking time. And when they got through goddamn going through this bitch, setting up, colonizers, main reason goddamn Eritrea and Ethiopia don't supposed to be getting along now. They do their best to keep them separate. Conquer and divide. These bitches something else right here, boy. And now the goddamn, you mean to tell me the guard of the Judah came down and grabbed the motherfucking magnetic, the 33 mile wide, the 33 French mile wide black magnetic rock, the magnetism of the Earth's surface. He done came down in the waters and grabbed the motherfucking magnetic rock like a motherfucking football and running back home with that bitch. Run, nigga, run. Run, Zeus. Run your ass on back to the niggas who made all this bitch shit up. Run, motherfucker. Trying to figure out what this is. This is the N-E-G-R. Then it's got I, not Niagara, but I know this is Libya right here. Libya. On this motherfucking flat map, yeah. Then you can see all the lands. Even when they had that motherfucker all together, Pangea with one land, what make you think you're going around a water ball to get back to the other side? Why the shit ain't just like it's supposed to be? Flat like it's supposed to be. Stretched out like it's supposed to be. Doing what water do, stretch out. Water don't ball up and stretch out, bro. This land here. And then we went and got down and looked up some motherfuckers. And all the motherfuckers we looked up. We had one of them was explaining flat Earth. He said the only two planets was goddamn the sun and the moon. And they ain't no fear. You can't see the other side of them. You can't see the roundness in the bitch. You just see a circle, nigga. What make you think them globes up there? But they told you. So the only other two planets was goddamn the sun and the moon. Then the sun, he said then the sun and the moon, that's how he put that shit. And he said it was centered upon the earth. Centered upon the earth. The earth is not a goddamn water ball. The earth is motherfucking acid to acid, dust to dust. Put them back into the earth, the ground zero, a foundation, nigga. Land. Earth is land. You ain't born all out of space and all into no motherfucking water ball. Nigga, you born on a goddamn land. Straight up. You ain't got to wander around no 500,000 years and 40 years and just wandering around listening to a motherfucking God in the sky telling you he gonna find you some land. Bitch, you got a land. You got to have some land you born. The fuck is you doing? You coming out there take shit, motherfucker. Motherfucker crazy, bro. Go through all this shit I got pulled up on him, man. These motherfuckers. Bolsheviks. We already know they the Russians. Same area. I can click some of this shit off now. Get up all this guy. I got this motherfucker wide the fuck open, nigga. I got this motherfucker wide the fuck open. And we know one thing, he got one on right here, Claudio Talomio. This motherfucker right here. I got his name on that flat earth map last night to the people that want rocking. I got his name on that flat earth map. He was on this list that's on that flat earth map. Yeah, this dude, 100 AD. Oh, this motherfucker right here was a battalion too. But I'm gonna goddamn while to get down break this shit down to 6. I'm just gonna thumb through this shit. Translate this. What the fuck is this? Who is this to sound to? One of these motherfuckers, who is it? Oh yeah, okay. Polino. This nigga right here. They named man, let me tell you what they did, bro. They named a crater on the moon surface after this nigga right here. They named a crater. I got this on this flat earth, and I think this nigga who was goddamn reading like he was. And if you ain't go with what the kingdom said, support they lie. Oh nigga, you die. Same way today, nigga. You can't come out trying to tell no truth, be no real Gnostic, nigga. They named the motherfucking moon crater after this nigga, huh? I'm just gonna thumb through this shit. They named the moon crater after this nigga, huh? I don't know if all these motherfuckers were part of a military group. They had a list of motherfuckers in one of them port bays on that flat earth map that I be looking at. You know what I'm saying? I need to tell you who this nigga. This one right here. Who he look like? Oh, he look like old Jesus. They want these little book dog. You know, erotics, eros. Yeah, they love each other that way. These niggas, he got a whole list of shit. This nigga, ain't no joke. All this is works. All this shit. Yeah, that pentagram right there. Should be wrote in different languages. Should be hard to read. Nigga, like he talking about the Atlantis. See what I'm saying? All these, they come over with all that old magical, mystical ass, motherfucking dumb ass shit that we go for today and still going for. Reason we can't shake loose from these bitches. Can't get our mind back. That nigga, Afrikaners fought against another goddamn motherfucker named Hannibal too. So they let you know the original motherfucking Phoenicians that motherfucker fighting against, they called them something else. But they was Phoenician, and every time you go look up who they were fighting, you look up the aboriginals of that land, you're going to see melanated people. Especially when you get off into the African area. You see they ain't had Africa goddamn shaded in right there, but that's motherfucking what you call a cable line. That's what you call a cable line. And all these names had already had names before they came and started naming and renaming names and shit. Shit, keep this shit a band. That nigga got a lot of work. He did a lot of work. This motherfucker goddamn, I think he was going against, what that nigga name? One of those famous bitches that you be writing shit. He was goddamn, refuting him and shit. He got a lot of work. The nigga, but, yeah, this dude, that motherfucker, they named the goddamn moon crater after that nigga, after they so-called went to the motherfucking moon through the motherfucking radiation belt, through the firmament, through the radiation belt, through the goddamn banana belt, whatever you want to call that shit, intergalactic radiation, all whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. Run, nigga, run. And they coming back saying this old dumb shit just to combat motherfuckers out here who telling the truth. Now the motherfucking goddamn, then the motherfucker say it's for North Pole. We listened to a video yesterday, now it's for North Pole now. They don't give a fuck. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. They gonna goddamn fairy tale your ass and nursery rhyme your ass to death. They don't give a fuck. This one of Christopher Columbus' son. His name on the motherfucker. This one of Christopher Columbus' sons, right? His name on that flat map. So it's a lot of information on that 1587 Monte map. So anybody who's interested in goddamn, researching and studying shit, and just goddamn, waking yourself up. That was about making each other aware and waking yourself up. Now this Afrikaners right here. This Afrikaners right here. This how the land became Africa because of this nigga. It started in Northern Africa, the top tip part of goddamn Africa, right there by that motherfucking Red Sea. This nigga right here is the reason they call Africa, Africa. There ain't no more. So how the fuck can you be a motherfucking African, nigga, even if you did migrate from that bitch? The name of the land is a Cape. As a matter of fact, yeah, we're going to just keep going like this, huh? This how. See? This how they named the land. They started naming the land that he was goddamn winning it, and winning it, they started naming that shit North Africa after this nigga. So they been in alliance. That's why you can see them little melanated motherfuckers in cahoots with them motherfuckers that they goddamn went for power. They was either overthrown or whatever the fuck they had to do, and they goddamn shit. They in cahoots, bro. They in cahoots with Eurasia. And they even got a Laurasia. What you mean Laurasia? Laurasia let you know that they was coming off into goddamn Greenland, because Greenland and Canada is the Laurentian Mountains. That's the mountainous region of goddamn Canada and Greenland. The part of Greenland that I guess ain't covered with the ice, ain't covered with a goddamn sheet of ice. Because when they say the supercontinent, they goddamn said the Baltic was part of the supercontinental collision of the supercontinent of goddamn Laurasia. They call it Laurasia, so that'll be Canada, motherfucking Greenland, and and Baltic will be, the barbaric side of it, where that'll be the far east side of Eurasia. All that shit supposed to collide, and then see this how they got that connect themselves to your shit. And as generation goes on, you see your children to their motherfucking school systems, all of that institutions. Every time they plant that flag, they gonna goddamn give you a place to worship. That's what the Masons gonna do. They gonna goddamn construct and give you a place to worship, a place to motherfucking study, and a place to goddamn be educated. They gonna build cathedrals. They gonna be that what they gonna do. That's what they did all the way through the whole book. You didn't see none of them builders, none of those masons that's building the cathedrals that had to goddamn believe in no God or no devil. It was just for the layman people. But y'all motherfuckers gonna bow down in the end, because at the end of the day, all the kings gonna be speaking the same language, because these motherfuckers are under a secret order to come out and conquer and take over lands, nigga. These motherfuckers are conquerors. Shit. This nigga here was a Roman general and later consul who often regarded as one of the greatest military commanders and strategists of all time. His main achievements were during the Second Punic War. They had 3 Punic Wars, and there was a fight coming into goddamn what they call this shit? It's right here. What they call it? Whatever they called it some shit. Whatever they called it, it was Phoenician. There it is. You can look this shit up. The Carthage. The War of Carthage. That's the one he's famous for. Carthaginian. Them motherfuckers are Phoenicians. And all you gotta do is goddamn get your shit and say, show me a picture of the Aboriginal or the original people of Phoenician or Aboriginal Phoenician, and you're going to see who the fuck they were. You're going to see what the fuck they was doing. You're going to see what the fuck they was doing. Huh? The Punic Wars. Look the shit up. He was best known for defeating Hannibal. When they put that movie on TV, they always made Hannibal wet. Okay. Hannibal was that motherfucker you goddamn go in that motherfucker and take that walk to their ass. Hannibal used to run up and goddamn run up in they shit, goddamn ride on elephants and shit. Yeah, there was another one. There was another one that that they fuck over too, but they don't try to show you that shit. They try to keep that shit out your eyesight. They try to show you the cowboys and the goddamn Mongolian Indians. But that's a whole nother story, because we got to make it to the Americans before we get to how they tricked us and told us we was on slave ships and shit. Yeah, in Afrikaans, this nigga Afrikaans, that's how goddamn the continent of Africa started becoming the name Africa. Cause this boy here. Real shit. Real shit. Real shit, nigga. Oh, here are the primitive wars right here. I've been in this bitch looking today. What are the primitive wars and why are they important? See what I'm saying? The wars of, there it is, Carthage. From 264 BC to 146 BC. At the time, they were some of the largest wars that had ever taken place. These motherfuckers coming in on these secret orders, coming in, invading lands, taking over nigga shit. Then goddamn, they'll take your throne. They take your throne. They call the motherfuckers who take the goddamn thrones Ptolemies. They're not the real goddamn kings, or they're not the real gods of those lands. They become Ptolemies. So you got the Ptolemies. The Ptolemies is the motherfucking. Them motherfuckers that come in and take a goddamn throne by force, by military force, coming in with them militaries. We already studied who the first military was. Who's the first militaries? Who's the first militaries? The Christian Crusaders and the Knights Templars. The world's first militaries. Huh? Yeah, there's some gangster ass niggas, huh? Y'all don't know what's the real gang. And we need to learn how to write. I need to get back to that pig Latin, because a lot of this shit written in Latin fucking a nigga up. But I'm trying my goddamn best with my motherfucking country ass, my country street nigga ass. So live, motherfuckers. Yeah, it is right here. A cable line. Let's see what we get right here. Look at a cable line. Let's see what a cable line look like. See? You see how they got that motherfucker on that though? See how them first pictures show it to you? Because somebody, in some of my studies, once upon a time, motherfucker told me Ethiopia. See, that's why they say the river run the wrong way and all that shit. It's the only place in the world where the water goes. Either west instead of north, either all that shit. Motherfucker, this probably how it's supposed to look like this right here. It's probably because long we let the motherfuckers who make the map and we gonna believe everything they put on the map, we gonna stay fucked up here. We ain't making the map, they making the motherfuckers. But every time we hear stories from real true people who go over to the motherland, aka Africa, every time we hear stories about them, we hear that the people started in Ethiopia and came down into Egypt. So I've been trying to figure that shit out, because on this map right here, it might be how that motherfucker supposed to look, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't get him. But I know Egypt should be sitting. Egypt, where Egypt at? I think Egypt sit right over here. But on that map that I look at, they call this whole thing Ethiopia. They call this whole land mass Ethiopia. But you're looking at a cable line. That's the name of this goddamn land right here. So are you a goddamn a cable line American? If you came from over here, you'll be a cable line American, and you can goddamn claim your rights back to your motherfucking, whatever, hell, man. Just showing y'all this shit. Just showing y'all this shit. Showing y'all this shit. This is a cable line, man. See? That's the name of the motherfucking continent. The second largest continent next to Africa. Next to Asia. So they say. So they motherfucking say. Yeah. You know why they going up in that bitch, because that bitch full of resources. Coffee, tea, gold. But get what? The Americas. Them goddamn Americas had everything we motherfucking needed too. We ain't need all that shit. We Gucci. Huh? Well, I ain't down. They got the uranium and all the shit they need, petroleum and all that old good shit. Good for you. Good, motherfucker. These motherfuckers got in the hoops for they goddamn can't fucking with the Americans, boy. Shit.
I know y'all probably know this shit, man. I get on this bitch and do my thug. Look at this pyramid. We're gonna get into them goddamn pyramids too, because all the ancient and all the old world, all the people that was into the old world, because this is what we consider the old world too. Because these people are already doing their thing without Eurasia, without Eurasian influence coming in. What is Eurasia? All the motherfuckers. These people are already doing their things too. So when you go on old world lands, what's considered the old world, you gonna see pyramids. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. They were building pyramids. Shit, they were the fuck motherfuckers was out into. Yeah, and doing it and constructing it with all kind of goddamn tectonics and goddamn technology. You gotta have some skills to do this shit. So if a motherfucker got a skill enough to goddamn build a motherfucking pyramid, a motherfucker already got a civilization and what you call a goddamn culture. Before the culture vultures came. Nigga can't get on this bitch and say pancake mix. Ooh, that nigga say pancake mix, goddamn, that pancake, well, nigga can't, I got the real pancake mix. I got the real nigga just steal a nigga swag. Nigga just swag a jack a nigga ass nigga. Nigga, they fuck the whole rap game up. You can't say they used to call that shit biting where I'm from. Nigga ain't never want to be biting no nigga rhyme sucker MC who bit my rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't never want to just take nigga goddamn give nigga his kudos and goddamn give nigga his props for coming up with some fire shit. Respect the game, nigga. Just like niggas need to respect creation. Just like niggas need to respect the sun and stop worrying about how that motherfucker got here. Shit, your mom and daddy goddamn put that food on the plate when you was goddamn growing up. Y'all niggas, man, nigga don't even eat at the table with the folks no more. And your mama said, come get it, the goddamn food ready. Y'all sit down at that table. Did you ask your mom and daddy where the fuck they get the money from to buy the food? Where the food come from? Do you ask them all that shit? So why the fuck you sitting up asking the son and asking create, well, how you get here in? Well, how the food get here in? Motherfucker, just eat what pop you in your motherfucking mouth. Get ready to go on to take your bath, take your head to bed some motherfucking well, or you get fucked up. Motherfucker ain't got no respect. Regular letting these hoes, you helping these hoes disrespect creation. I want to know something. Yeah, everybody got an imagination. I want to know how this shit got. That's self. Everybody got their own imagination, not to force your motherfucking thoughts and your ideologies and your motherfucking theories upon another motherfucking person. These motherfuckers have forced their motherfucking ideologies and imagination upon the motherfucking world as law and facts, nigga. And you niggas argue back and forth with a nigga that be talking about some real shit. You want to drag a nigga back off into the bullshit of nigga to left. Nigga, I'm trying to drag you out the shit when you can open your motherfucking eyes. You old lying. Then you want to ignore the lies. Well, okay, wait. You benefit yourself, benefit of the doubt yourself, the motherfucking devil fucking with a goddamn liar, man. The fuck out of here, man. What that is? Them pork chops down, macaroni cheese down, black eyed peas, got some spring bean down, a little potato down. Well, where you get it from? Where you get the money to get it from, mama? Where it come from then? Well, daddy, where you get it from? You know what you did when your goddamn folk were feeding your ass? Or did you goddamn have respect for your mother and father for goddamn feeding your ass and having you something to goddamn put in your empty ass belly for you with the goddamn bed? The sun is rising up over your motherfucking head every motherfucking day. You want to question the goddamn sun instead of respecting the motherfucking sun to give you life. None of your goddamn business, how I got there, bitch. None of your goddamn business, motherfucker. Jeez, I got this motherfucker. Want to know too goddamn much. Where the respect live at?
You want to go against it and talk crazy. Well, it got that big out created. No, it's creation. Include everything. Oh, crazy ass shit, bro. These motherfuckers, him, man, this shit, him goddamn crazy in the hell, him, what? What?
I'm out, man. I'm gonna go call my boy. Yeah.